What a wonderful concert that was. So it seems like today is the first day of winter in San Diego. We have had a long summer, and they have really warmed our hearts today. Even with the cold and wind, wind trying to put its own music and dance, they were not swayed by it. They had full focus on their music, and they gave their best. Thank you, Sai Sisters, and congratulations on a wonderful concert.
Thank you.
We have wanted to have this concert in our house for many months, actually. I think earlier this year I had talked to Sri Vidya and mentioned that we want to have their concert, and we are very happy to have this concert today. I have known Kiran and Nivi from many years, actually. They were about 6 years when they started learning from me, and they've just they've made leaps and bounds and become concert artists, and very, very happy about that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shankar Subramanian. I know you have a very busy schedule. You were traveling pretty much the entire week, and you just got back to Irvine or LA yesterday night. And that shows how much dedicated you are to music. And we would love to hear you, once again in San Diego. So congratulations. And thank you so much, Ram Kumar. Your mridangam playing is always very pleasurable. And of course, he has known Kiran and Nivi as well for many years, and I'm sure it's his way of blessing them by playing the mridangam for them. We have some small gifts for the artists. I would request Dr. Venkatachalam sir to give up the gifts.
Oh, before that, before the gifts, we would like to thank Shobha auntie and Nagabhushan uncle for giving us opportunity here. Thank you.
Oh, our pleasure.
And thank you, Ramkumar uncle and Shankar uncle, for playing for us.
I will go by the elders.
Actually, on this occasion, I would also like to thank Sai Shankarji and Sri Vidya for readily agreeing to bring their kids here for the concert, and also congratulations to them for doing such an amazing job with their kids. They have created the kind of environment in the house for the kids to really enjoy music and to make the practicing becoming part of their everyday life. And without that, kids will not be able to reach this type of caliber at such a young age. So congratulations. I would like to request my guru as well as Sai Sisters Guru, Dr. Venkatachalam, to say a few words.
For succeeding in our fine arts, many things have to come together. It's amazing that one needs to be automatically attracted to music at a very young age, and then you have the right support system from the family, and also get gurus and work with them, but also drive your own agenda. The one thing that is so special about Sai Kiran and Sai Nivedita is that They are self-driven. They determine very much how they want to sing, and sometimes that's a challenge for gurus. Okay, I must say that. Okay, so we'll make corrections and we will watch whether they will actually do that or not. You never know. But those are all good things, because I think one of the big mistakes that one could make is simply taking Guru's words as rules. There are no rules, there are only principles. If you say you must sing this way, that way, then forever you will be singing like a record player that plays again and again. So one of the things that I find so fascinating about both of you is they are actually quite different in the way they think and work. Very different. And I had great difficulty finding who is Kiran and who is Nivi for some time. And then luckily I can hook on to their personalities rather than exactly how they look like. Okay, it's such a pleasure to work with them. But I must also say that one of the most fortunate thing that we have done for them is to get them tied with Gayatri Venkatraghavan. I know we went through a lot of internal debates when we had to do that, and Gayatri has spent enormous amount of time with them. At the same time, she has provided me space to work with them, which is just very, very magnanimous of her to do. There are aspects of music in which mridangis rule the world. Okay, there's no question about it. If you see how in the early 20th century, the musicians will sit and view either Payani Subbudu or Palghat Maniyer. We should give one that feeling of how important that stage is when those mridangis were present. And if there are some videos you can see, when they come, when the mridangis are of that caliber, immediately there are a lot of people in the stage that who want to just sit there with them. And it elevates the music. And so the work that they have done with Melakaveri Balaji shows. And it shows that they are not intimidated by Liam details. They wholeheartedly embrace them. This is, I know that. They did mention to me. Yeah, I'm coming to that. So what happens is that they can construct their own pallavis, and this goes with what I told already. They take the principle and drive it, and they have a vision as to how they need to present it to the person. You are right. They are not intimidated by it. At the same time, we have to work with them to make this musical. So there are challenges, and when the student is very bright, we have a huge responsibility, which I feel very heavily on my shoulders. Luckily, I'm leaning on Gayatri and Balaji's are very much. So this is a wonderful thing. It's a long way to go, because I think the modern music is an extremely competitive environment. The advice I have for both Kiran and Nivi is concentrate on aesthetics and soulfulness of music, which I know you will do from the way you sing the abang. Finally everything boils down to that, because the only reason that our music has survived this long is because of the devotional music. Otherwise, it wouldn't have survived this long at all. Considering the history of India, considering how many invasions there have been and all that, it's incredible that music and some other ragas survived even before the Buddhist time, which must be at least 2,200 years. That is absolutely incredible. Um, so I want to thank Shobha and Nagabhushan for, and I'm so happy that so many of you are here, because at some point I was thinking this looks like a marriage concert, you know. Then I remembered, there are people walking around here having something to eat. I actually feel hungry now. But I remembered that my own guru, Chambe Vaidinath Bhavadar, gave a concert in my wedding. But I didn't sit in front of that and listen to him. I shamefully sat next to my wife and received all the guests. I do remember that. Okay. They have all spent a lot of time. Once Samagudi Mama asked my father, Maple, are you able to hear any music? I am not able to hear what I am singing. That is the kind of environment you have. In contrast, that so many of you have come to listen to this music and support. These are our children, and they elevate the standards of this town. So thank you very much.
Just like to thank all the people who have volunteered to help with putting together this event. Mr. Ganesh Bhatt, Surdelu family, and the number of other volunteers who were here during Samskriti Kendra last week also pitched in quite a bit. I'd like to thank them all and everybody here to have put up with this inclement weather and still enjoyed the program. Thank you all.